Goodbye, Mr. Burton. Today on Corporal's Corner, we're going to survive like Jack Burton. Let's get to it. All right, here we are. Another Sunday video. Real quick, the current 150-acre property that I'm on, one of the 3 that I film on, there's gunshots going to be going off over here, and over there. It's hunting season, and people are everywhere. Everybody and their mom is pulled off on all these side roads, and they're out here running around. So it's a big disaster, and I don't want to be down deep in these woods over here trying to film an overnighter and risk, gunfire going off. People know property boundaries, bullets do not. So why risk it right now? We're going to postpone that till next weekend, and you're going to get it because I have all the gear ready, and I was going to do it today until I saw this. And hearing it, that makes a big difference for me. So I want to shift gears and do the Wednesday video today, but it's going to be just as badass. This model of knife, or should I say dagger, was used in the 1986 movie Big Trouble in Little China starring Kurt Russell. Now, if you haven't seen that, A, you're wrong, and B, you need to. It's an American history classic. Trust me. But the knife caught my eye. It was in the sheath, and only this part here was sticking out. I saw the end of it, and I said, I've seen that somewhere before. So I started flipping through the pictures, and then it dawned on me. I saw the serrations right here, and I said, that's the dagger. I was like, dude, Jack Burton, Kurt Russell had that. So going through the auction and then placing the bid, and there were several people that wanted to outbid me. But I was determined that, this is a mission and a goal in life, and we're not leaving without it, damn it. And so, needless to say, I acquired it, and it was a bit pricey. However, there's damage right here to the handle, and it breaks my heart because if the piece was there, I could glue it back on. I'll show you that here in a minute. But let's go ahead and review this knife, talk about the specs, and look at it in detail, and then go from there. Way back in 1985, this knife was made by Gerber. It was called the TAC-2 military survival knife. Basically, it was a dagger, and it came with a locking sheath, and I'll show you that here in a minute. The blade length is 6 inches, with an overall length of 11 inches. Now, the first run of this knife was made in 1985 by Gerber, and the knife blade is actually stamped Gerber, and it says TAC-2. It ran from 1985 till about 1991. Then it was discontinued. The second run was picked up by Baron Sons Cutlery in 1991 until 1998, and it's stamped Baron Sons. Both runs, 1 and 2, feature a rat tail tang. That's where the blade actually is reduced down into the handle and sticks out the end over here. You can see that this width right here is smaller than this blade width, so it's kind of tapered down into a rat tail, and it passes through the handle. Some would call that a full tang. However, if it's reduced down like that, it becomes a rat tail tang. The handles are made from molded Zytel, kind of like a polymer plastic, and it has an overall weight of 6 ounces. Back over here to the blade, on the first run you have these spike serrations. On the second run they were changed to the more modern serrations that we have on our blades today. Both blades were made from 13C26 stainless steel, which is basically razor blade steel. Lastly, on the opposite side of Gerber, we have our serial number. Let's go ahead and talk about the sheath. First off, there's 2 forms of retention. First is this push button right here that locks it in place. Second is a nylon strap with a button snap. Backside, you have 2 ways to actually hang or carry this knife. The first is actually built into the sheath itself. You have two slots right here for a standard size belt, right here and there. You also have this metal clasp right here that I'll show you here in a minute. It's actually larger in diameter to, say, account for a military web belt or one of those cargo belts. Both option A and option B allow the sheath to ride low on your belt. Simply get a piece of paracord, tie it around your thigh, and now you have a drop holster option. Now check this out. Option C is built into the sheath at the mid-range. My belt is right here. It will sit sort of like that. Option A and B will drop it down right here. Now this was marketed in 1985 as a survival knife. What else came out in 1985? Rambo 2 had that huge gigantic knife, big serrations on the backside, cutting through barbed wire. And for a long time, good 20 years after that, when people heard survival knives, that's what they thought. So the movie industry kind of twisted what was and what people's thought process was until about 15, 20 years ago, when they decided that, bushcraft knives and Scandi grinds and, 5-6 inch blades and 90-degree spine in the back, I can now baton wood, I can process firewood, I can get feather sticks done, I can actually scrape it on a ferro rod without ruining my blade. So things like that started happening, but that was the mindset back then. This was a survival knife or dagger. With that said, though, it's very lightweight. Again, from my childhood, so it's a beautiful knife. It's just not realistic for what I do. However, I could sharpen from here up, hold on to it. I could still make divots, create a bow drill. You could actually get in there and carve notches, cut paracord. You could still do those things. So will it work? Yes, it will. Would it be my first choice? Hell no. Now there's two things in the movie that I want to try. The first one is the Jack Burton carry. He carried it in his boot or on his boot. Looking at this, there's no realistic way to carry this around your boot or around your ankle. It would just be horrible to even think of. It would chafe, it would rub, and be very uncomfortable. So we're going to disregard that. I'm going to take the knife and actually try to stick it in my boot and see if I could actually walk around like that. Now, people carry knives in their boots all the time, and some boots are made for that. There's a small flap on the inside or a little like leather strap that the knife actually will sit down inside there, keeping it away from your ankle bone or your shin, things like that. Now, my boots, the Belleville 590s, don't have any of that, and they're not meant to carry anything inside there. I want to see if it was possible. Walking down to that ravine and back up another 100 yards that way, I can feel something in there, but nothing from that knife is making contact with my skin or my sock. So is it viable in these boots? Yes, it is. And now for the second thing I've always wanted to try since childhood with this particular knife. For the common man, it requires the use of a 6-demon bag. Now, a 6-demon bag contains wind, fire, all that kind of thing. It allows you to see things no one else can see, but most importantly, do things no one else can do. Goodbye, Mr. Burton. There you have it. 2 childhood fantasies fulfilled for the price of one. One very expensive knife. Now, these I've seen on other sites for around $250 to $350. One site wanted one mint condition for $500. I didn't pay close to that. However, I paid enough to only make it worth it because I wanted it for my collection. Now, is this a good survival knife today as we know it? My answer is going to be no. A dagger, a throwing knife, tactical knife, yes. Why not? At the end of the day, what is the best knife? The one you have with you. So if this is all you had, or all you can get a hold of, why wouldn't it be the best knife? However, doing bushcraft tasks and everything that I want to do, especially batoning, I'm going to say a big fat no or negative. With that said though, I'm happy with this. I've always wanted one and finally got it. So those that have been following my videos and watched last week, and most importantly, last week's midweek video, you're going to notice that my Etsy store is open and we are currently selling two different types of skillets. Corporal's Corner Frontier Skillet and Corporal's Corner Cowboy Skillet. Both those options are available starting right now at the end of this video. They're going to go fast. We're making about 100 a week. It takes about 4 days to cut all the material, do all the layout, do all the prep work, welding, cleaning, and packaging. So as of right now, the max we can get out is 100 per week. In about 3 weeks, we're going to have prototype C available, and we're going to up it to about 150 a week. So once again, the Corporal's Corner skillets are available right now in my Etsy store, and that link is located in my video description box. Get them while you can. And lastly, been saying it for months and months and months, and it's finally here. Survival Mastery Online opens October 15th. As of right now, that's 3 days. As you're watching this video, that's 2 days. So for those of you that are on the fence about joining or signing up or getting a membership / subscription, here's your final incentive. We're going to offer a 25 to 50% discount between right now and the 15th. And that is using this code right here, Sean2024. Once again, Sean2024. Type it exactly how you see it and get that discount while you can. We currently have 25 trainers. We're adding more each month. We are currently in the works of signing Matt Graham as well as Bear Grylls. So this is unlike any other platform you've ever seen. And if you're the kind of person that says, well, I'll just watch so-and-so, he or she's all I need, well, then that's all you're going to get is about this much of the entire world. So-and-so, he or she, whoever that is, has about 20 plus years experience in 1 or 2 disciplines. They don't have 25 years experience in every single discipline. And right now we have things from desert skills all the way through gardening, gunsmithing, homesteading, prepping. What just happened? The hurricane. We got people that will be talking about that, how to prepare for crisis. We also have, celebrity survival instructors as well. So you're not going to get that vast majority and that entire, plethora of knowledge from he or she or that one person. And it sucks to say, because even I'm included in that group, no one person can compete with 25 that becomes 30, 35, or 40, or 50, or 100 different people from all over the globe. And we sign people from overseas as well. So again, if you're on the fence, take advantage of that 25 to 50% discount. Sean 2024, once again, Sean 2024, and I'll see you there. With that, all the gear in my videos can be found in 2 places. 1, my Amazon affiliate page, and 2, my Etsy store. Both links are found inside my video description box. Now please do me that favor. Hit that like and subscribe button, then ring that notification bell. Once you ring that bell, please select all notifications. And as always, thank you for your comments, views, and support. Thanks for watching. Get out in the field, have some fun. I'm going to catch you next time.